I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
I'm Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laxon.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Game to Love tennis podcast. My name is Megan, and you're with me for this first WTA match on centre court. We just had Cam Norrie coming through his match, defeating Brandon Nakashima in straight sets, and now we have Katie Boulter versus Petra KVITOVA. This is the first meeting between these two. Katie Boulter came through in a great match against Karolina Pliskova yesterday in 3 sets, and Kvitova came through against Donna Vekic in her previous round. So this is a round of 16 match. And we're about to get underway. So Katie Boulter won the toss and decided to receive. So we will have Petra KVITOVA serving to kick us off. Thanks everybody for joining me this morning. Nice to see you all. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't and to subscribe to the channel. So here we go. Petra KVITOVA serving to get us underway in this round of 16 match. And it's a good serve down the tee from KVITOVA. As good as an ace. And it is 15 love. We've also got a good match going on court one. Garbiñe Muguruza against Camilla Giorgi. Giorgi took the first set 7-5, and they're on serve there now in the second set. It's a good first serve from Kvitova, but then the backhand +1 is just pushed wide. It is 15 all. Hope you're all doing well today. We are Wednesday morning here in the UK. Question from Trent. When is the next Serena Ons match? I believe they're last up on centre court today. Let me check. Yeah, they are the last match on centre court. So the match before that is a not before 3:30 p.m. And then they'll follow that. So it will be Serena and Ons versus Aoyama and Chan in that doubles pairing. Came through that great match yesterday. Serena and Ons in the match tiebreak against Sorribes Tormo and Boskova. Such a fun match to watch, and that's my new doubles pairing, new favorite one. It was great, and it's great to see Serena back as well. So Kvitova here at 40-15. Hi Joe and hi GTL family. Hope you are all doing well. Oh, I think it's an ace from Kvitova, but it is being challenged. Yes, BOULTER is challenging it. It's gone down the tee. It looked like an ace, but... Oh, sorry. It's gone out wide, not down the tee. But it is long. Call is overturned, and it'll be a second serve for Petra KVITOVA. It's a good serve down the tee this time from KVITOVA, and the return is long, and it is a game on the board for Petra KVITOVA. One love.
Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova.
So Kvitova up and running here. One love on the board. Question: are we streaming the Ons Jabeur and Serena match? I don't think we are. I'm taking Draper and Schwartzman later, which is the match on before them. But I don't think we'll be streaming it. I'll see if I can get a stream on for you. But as of now, we don't have a stream for the Jabeur Serena. But I'm sure we'll have to get one. If they come through this match today, we'll definitely have to get one of their matches on. It's a good serve from BOULTER. The return is in by KVITOVA, and then BOULTER comes into the net. There's a lob from KVITOVA. BOULTER is there. She lets the ball bounce and then goes for the put away. 15 love. Hi, Roland. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoyed your first stream the other day. It was really good. So it's great having loads of new people coming in to do these streams. Get lots of new people to chat tennis about. And it's another good first serve here from BOULTER, but then the +1 is into the net, so it's 15 all. We also have over in Bad Homburg, Sabine Lisicki is making her comeback. So she is a set apiece against Group Minin over there in their round of 16 match. Up a break in the third, but it's great to see Lisicki back, former Wimbledon finalist. Oh, it's a huge forehand from Petra KVITOVA, and it's 15-30. That was a huge forehand from Petra KVITOVA. Petra KVITOVA, Wimbledon winner twice over. We know she loves the grass. And it's a good forehand return from Petra KVITOVA and the slice backhand from BOULTER, but it's a lovely cross court from KVITOVA. And it is 15-40. We do have a break point for Petra KVITOVA early in this match. our commentator, Roland. Got a tennis tournament this week. Good luck with that, Roland. I need to get back on the court this week, definitely. But yeah, looking forward to your next stream. So break point here for Petra KVITOVA. And an aborted ball toss there for Katie Boulter. So she'll go that again. And it's a good first serve, though. The return is slightly mishit by Kvitova, but it's in play. And then Kvitova with the big forehand, another forehand from Boulter. And Kvitova goes for the big forehand cross court, but it's just wide. So one break point saved. It is 30-40. Break point number 2 for Petra Kvitova. When that forehand is on from Petra, it is unplayable. So thanks everyone for joining me this morning. Don't forget to whack the like button if you haven't already. First service into the net here from Boulter. Conqueror of Karolina Pliskova yesterday. Or it may have been the day before. Oh, it's a double fault from Boulter to hand the break to Kvitova. Kvitova early breaks in this first set. It is 2 games to love. So the perfect start here for Petra Kvitova, the 14th seed. First meeting between these two. It's been a good tournament for the Brits so far. Jack Draper doing well. Harriet Dart is in action later today. Jodie Burrage getting that great win against Paula Badosa yesterday. And of course, Boulter, Ryan Peniston as well. He is still going strong in the men's singles. So it's a great week for Brits. And it's a good serve there from Kvitova. The backhand return is into the net from Boulter. 15-love. Yeah, I dreamt. It was a really good match, and Pliskova didn't play bad. You know, Pliskova can have those days where she just goes off the boil a bit, but she actually didn't. Boulter just had the better of her in the third set. And it's another return that goes long from Boulter, so it's 30-love. Sean asks, what does everyone think about the possible on-court coaching in the ATP? Yeah, so for the rest of the year, they're trialing coaching. It's hard to, personally, I feel I'm against it. I don't feel strongly about it, but I think I would, if I had to pick a side, I probably would not be a fan of it. But yeah, what do you all think? It's new trial for the rest of the season, so it'll be at the US Open. They'll be trialing it and the rest of the season as well. And it's a good game for Petra Kvitova there. It is a game to love. And she does, of course, consolidate that break of serve. So it is 3-love to Petra Kvitova. Let's get the Kvitova button now.
Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova.
So Roland saying Pliskova has kind of been missing in the previous tournaments, hasn't she? Yeah, she didn't play the Australian Open because of injury, and then she hasn't particularly had a great season. And I think especially with the ranking points being lost at Wimbledon, obviously her making the final there last year, I think she is going to slip down in the rankings quite a bit this season. Yeah, Jamsing. Muguruza's losing again. She lost the first set to Georgie over on court 1 at Eastbourne, and she was up a break in the second set, but she's now down a break. Georgie serving for that match. Again, Muguruza is another one who's just don't know what's happened to her season. I'm a big Muguruza fan, but she's having a terrible, terrible season. Roland, I think I'm against it too, but it's so hard to police now that it makes sense to trial allowing it. It is true, and yeah, like you say, Sean, Tsitsipas's dad. I mean, famously, Apostolos Tsitsipas always gets called out for coaching in his matches. So it'd be interesting to see how the trial goes. Again, I think I'm a fan because obviously the WTA used to have the on-court coaching, and I think I prefer it now without. So Yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about it really. We'll see how it goes. But we have here BOULTER now serving to try and get herself on the board. Broken early by Petra KVITOVA, and then Petra consolidated that break of serve. So she is down love 3. That's a good second serve with a backhand return from Petra. Oh, and BOULTER wrong foots KVITOVA there. It's a good shot, and it's 15 love. The crowd here trying to get behind BOULTER, a home favourite here, of course. I believe she's one of 3 British women still left in the draw, along with Dart and Burridge. Yeah, Tsitsipas and his dad. Well, Tsitsipas has been subject of many kind of rule changes, especially with the bathroom breaks as well that he was taking, the really long bathroom breaks that Andy Murray especially made comment on. So Tsitsipas, I believe, the 4th seed at Wimbledon this year, would be in Nadal's half, who's seeded number 2. And it's into the net there from Petra KVITOVA, so it is 30 love. Yeah, the seedings from Wimbledon announced. Djokovic, of course, seeded number 1, Nadal 2, I believe Ruud is 3, and Tsitsipas 4. And of course, Iga Swiatek seeded number 1 there in the women's side. I think it's Kontaveit 2 and Jabeur 3, and Badosa 4. The qualifying underway in Wimbledon. It's the second round of both the men's and women's qualifying over in Wimbledon. Winners of the 3rd round get their place in the draw. So if a first serve goes long here from BOULTER, it will be a second serve. That's a good second serve. It's a good return cross court from KVITOVA, and then a looping ball up from BOULTER. But it's a lovely cross court there from Petra KVITOVA that just catches the sideline, and there's a beautiful angle. It's being challenged. It's worth a challenge because that was a great angle, but by the smallest margin, it has caught the side of the line. What an angle there from Petra KVITOVA. 30-15. So we do have line judges here in Eastbourne. I know a few of the tournaments last week have been automatic line calling, but we have the line judges back here this week. Oh, it's a ball that just clips the top of the net from Katie BOULTER. And Petra KVITOVA manages to make the most of it because she had come into the net and manages to put the drop shot away. So it is 30 all. KVITOVA dealt really well with the net cord there. So half a chance here to get another break of serve, possibly at 30 all. BOULTER needs to get herself on the board here to get a foothold in this match. It's a good first serve from BOULTER with a backhand cross court from KVITOVA, and then a lovely length on the forehand there from BOULTER. Now it's up in the air from KVITOVA. BOULTER comes in for the overhead, puts it away. It is 40-30. Yeah, it was a good serve there for BOULTER. That ball was up in the air for a very long time from KVITOVA, but she dealt with it well. She let it bounce and then put it away. So 40-30. Good first serve. Forehand cross-court return from KVITOVA is very good. A lot of pace on that return from KVITOVA. And BOULTER with a smile there of herself. Yeah, that was too good. So it is deuce. More pressure on the BOULTER serve. Opinion here from Dan. I'm a traditionalist. To me, in-game coaching is like eliminating offsides in football. You don't mess with tradition. BOULTER here serving at deuce, trying to get herself a game on the board. And the return of serve there from KVITOVA is long, so it is advantage BOULTER. And thanks here for the update, Jen. Muguruza has indeed just lost her match over on court 1 in Eastbourne, 7-5, 6-3. Up a break in that second set against Georgie, but it's another loss for Garbiñe Muguruza, unfortunately. Advantage here for BOULTER. Good first serve, and the return is wide from Petra KVITOVA. BOULTER does indeed get a game on the board. It is 3-1.
She be doing it right, you can fault her. She be living her life and you can hard her. You'll be chasing the game, but you ain't caught her. That's right, it's Katie BOULTER.
So Petra KVITOVA serving here up a break at 3-1. And we have a looping ball that goes along there from BOULTER, so it is 15-love. Earlier on this call, we had Cam Norrie winning his match against Brandon Nakashima. As we just said, Muguruza has lost her match against Georgie. We've also got Flipkins and Tomova playing. Flipkins, this is going to be her last season. She's announced she's retiring after Wimbledon. They are in a third set over there. Also got Thiago Monteiro and Taylor Fritz underway here at Eastbourne. Just a game apiece there. We have matches going on as well in Mallorca and in Bad Homburg as well. Sabine Lisicki is serving for the match there in her comeback. Great to see her playing well. Rolling both these buttons are quite good. Yeah, I haven't seen the BOULTER button before, but I like it. It's catchy. All these buttons are catchy. I'll be singing the On Jabeur button all day now. Oh, and it's a shank from Katie BOULTER. So it is 40-love here for Petra KVITOVA. Could be a game to love. Oh, a good catch there from someone in the crowd. Thanks for joining us, Roland. Have a great day, and I'm sure I'll get to chat to you again soon. Thanks all of you for joining me this morning. Don't forget to hit the like button if you are enjoying this stream. And it's a lovely cross court there from Katie BOULTER. Avoids the game to love. It is 40-15. I'll also be covering Jack Draper versus Diego Schwartzman a little bit later on this center court. Lots of good matches going on today. Of course, we've got the Serena Jabeur pairing up last on centre court. Next up will be Jodie Burrage against Haddad Maia, both in great form. Burrage, who took up Badosa yesterday, and Haddad Maia, who's actually on an 11-match winning streak on grass, which is the best streak since Serena Williams back in 2015. So she is low-key, making her way through these grass court tournaments, winning the double, Nottingham and Birmingham. But Petra KVITOVA does indeed get the game on the board. She is 4-1 as we sit down for the change of ends. So Petra KVITOVA in the lead here and in control, I would say. So here is the KVITOVA button for you.
Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova.
So, question from Drem here is BOULTER the third best UK player after Emma and Dart? I believe she is the British number 3. Emma Raducanu, obviously the number 1, and then there is Harriet Dart. Of course, there's Jodie Burrage as well, but who had the great win yesterday. But yeah, she is below Katie BOULTER. Also, Katie Swan. But yes, I think BOULTER is the third. Morning, Lexi. Thanks for joining us. Thank you all of you for joining me this morning for this match. Katie BOULTER versus Petra KVITOVA here in Eastbourne, round of 16 match. Don't forget to whack the like button if you haven't already and subscribe to the channel. I'll be covering Draper and Schwartzman a little bit later. We've already had Cam Norrie win his match against Nakashima and Georgie defeating Muguruza in straight sets, both of those matches. And Sabine Lisicki has indeed won her round of 16 match over in Bad Homburg in her comeback. It's a great win for the German over Greek Minin. So Sabine Lisicki is slowly making her grass season comeback after really bad surgeries and injuries. So Katie BOULTER here serving at 1-4. It's a good serve. And then we have a shank from Petra KVITOVA. So it is 15-love. $15-love here for Katie BOULTER. Down a break. First serve into the net. I'm saying for those lower seeded players who don't have a coach, will the ATP WTA supply a coach during the match? That is a good point, because obviously most players do have a coach, but there are some players who don't. I haven't heard anything about the ATP supplying a coach, but that is a very good point. I will look into that. Of course, for this trial on the ATP Tour for the second half of the season, trialing on-court coaching. 15 all here on the serve of BOULTER. It's a good first serve, but it's a brilliant return from Petra KVITOVA. So much power on that cross-court return, and it's into the net from BOULTER, so it's 15-30. Also, we have, like you say, MQ off. Taylor Fritz is playing Thiago Monteiro over on, I believe, court 2 here at Eastbourne. All on serve in the first set there. That is 30 all. So this is actually the third Czech player in a row that Katie BOULTER is facing. She beat, I think it was Martinsova in her first round, and then beat Pliskova in the second, and is now trying to take out a third Czech player, but it's in control for Kvitova here at the moment. Oh, it's an ace for Katie BOULTER, though. It's a lovely swinging serve out wide, and it's been challenged by Kvitova. Yeah, Kvitova wants a second look at this. It could be wide, but I think it's just caught, it's just caught a little bit of the line. More out than in, but just has to be the smallest bit in tennis. So it is the point for BOULTER. It's called an ace, and it's 40-30. That's another good first serve. The return is good from Kvitova, though. We then have a forehand from BOULTER, the cross-court from Kvitova. Oh, a forehand down the line from BOULTER's lovely into the corner of the court, but Kvitova's there with a backhand down the line of her own. And then it's a second backhand from Kvitova's great. She's got BOULTER on the stretch. Then with Kvitova with the drop shot. BOULTER is there, but pushes it wide, and it's deuce. That was a great point from Petra Kvitova there. Just bided her time, got the length, and then used her patience there to finally come in on the drop shot. It wasn't the best drop shot. There was quite a bit of air on it, but it wasn't bad, and BOULTER couldn't do anything with it. For prediction here from Lexi Kvitova in 2. Yeah, why don't you get your predictions in? We are 4-1 already, but let me know how you think this is going to go. Is BOULTER going to pull it back, or do we think Kvitova's going to run away with this? And we do have a break point here for Petra Kvitova. And it's a huge roar from Kvitova as well. A point here, 4-5-1, the double break, and to serve for the set. Oh, but the return of serve is into the net from Kvitova. Break point saved by BOULTER. We are back at deuce. BOULTER trying to get herself fired up here. Some fist pumps. Yeah, Sean. The lower seeds will have to just stare into space while their opponent gets told all about their weaknesses. Oh, return of serve here from Kvitova just clips the top of the net, and she apologizes for it because that was really unfortunate for BOULTER. It wasn't a bad serve at all, but just the luck there for Kvitova. And it's another break point for Kvitova. She's taken 1 of 3 break points so far in this match. BOULTER yet to find a break point herself. Oh, it's a good deep return of serve from Kvitova, but then she pushes the next shot wide, and it's another break point saved. We are back at deuce once again. Be great to see Kvitova, I think, get a good run in here on the grass. I missed watching Kvitova just on a tear. When Kvitova's on, she's great to watch. Of course, winning Wimbledon twice before already. I believe it looked like BOULTER's going to challenge. The umpire's not sure if she wants to challenge, but it is. Okay, it's confirmed. She's going to challenge the ball. Her serve was called out. So it will be a Hawkeye challenge. And it is just wide. It'll be a second serve. No automatic line calling here at Eastbourne. We have line judges. It's a good second serve, but the return is brilliant from Kvitova. We then have a forehand from BOULTER. Oh, but Kvitova with the great length, and BOULTER's into the net. BOULTER down on her knees there for that ball. Channeling Angelique Kerber for that one. But loses her balance a little bit on that. And it is another break point for Petra Kvitova. Just so much power from the Czech in this match. Good first serve. Oh, it was almost a great angle for a cross-court winner on the return, but it's just out. So it is deuce, and it's another break point saved. Boulter here really digging in, trying to avoid that double break. First serve into the net, though, here from Boulter, second serve. First meeting between these two players, never met before. Oh, it's a good return of serve from Kvitova, great depth, and Boulter scrambling a little bit here at the back of the court, and eventually with the big forehand from Kvitova, puts into the corner of the court. Nothing Boulter can do about that, and it is advantage Petra once again. Can she close out the double break here and serve for this first set? Less than half an hour on the clock. And it will be a second serve. Break point number 4 for Petra Kvitova. Can she capitalize on this? Oh, she goes for the big second serve, does Boulter, down the tee, and it's good. It's into the net from Kvitova, and she saves another one into the backhand of Kvitova there. Fact here from MQR, Kvitova is the only double Wimbledon champion except for the Williams sisters this century. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, of course she is. The Williams sisters, of course, have dominated Wimbledon this century, really. Kvitova is a two-time champion at Wimbledon. So yeah, just the 3. Yeah, Wimbledon, I suppose, is one of the less open slams. I know quite a few slams you feel, especially with Roland Garros, not on the men's side, of course, Rafa, but on the women's, the slams seem very open. But Wimbledon, I feel, is more go with the script kind of a slam. But Boulter there, she does come through. The scoreboard here, I know it says it's still at deuce, but I'm not sure if it's lagging, this live scoreboard here. Boulter has, in fact, held serve there for 2-4. So, yeah, I'll play the Boulter button because that was a tough service game to come through. Saved so many break points. Boulter here at 2-4.
She be doing it right, you can fault her. She be living her life and you can hard her. You'll be chasing the game, but you ain't caught her. That's right, it's Katie Porter. It's Katie Porter.
So Kvitova here serving just the single break, almost a double break, but up 4-2, 15 love here on Katie Boulter. This round of 16 match, looking for a place in the quarterfinals. And it'll be a second serve for Petra Kvitova. We've already seen Muguruza losing this morning to Camilla Giorgi in straight sets. Tomova has also beaten Flipkins in their first round match, and Teichmann and Harriet Dart, another Brit, are just getting underway in their match that was suspended last night from darkness. It's a set apiece, so they'll be carrying on their round of 32 match over on court 4. It is 30 love here for Petra Kvitova, though. Katie Boulter set up the short ball at the net and just went for a bit too much and hit it wide. Should have been her point. Should be 15 all. That's a good first serve down the tee. Oh, but it's a wild backhand from Petra Kvitova. 30-15. Question from Drent. Should Krejcikova stop playing doubles to prevent injuries? That's a good question. It is, about the balance between being a singles player and a doubles player. Krejcikova, of course, is a world-class doubles player. She won Olympic gold. Was it Olympic gold or silver? No, I believe it was the gold. Multiple Grand Slams with their partner Siniakova. Of course, with the one Grand Slam at Roland Garros, she's won as well. But she's been plagued by injury this season. So yeah, it is a question about the balance, but I think a lot of players have proven that it is possible to do both, and I think playing doubles does, and in fact help the singles game. So we have a little bit of a delay here. Something is going on in the crowd. I'm not sure if somebody needs some medical attention by the looks of it. There's a lot of people crowding around somebody in the stands. So play has just stopped for a moment. Not entirely sure what's going on, but I do believe it's somebody in the crowd that may have fallen ill. Yeah, so it's just been confirmed there. There's medical assistance needed in the crowd, so play will be put off for a few minutes while that is dealt with. I hope everybody is okay. Hope whoever it is okay in the crowd there. I love this comment from Joe. Love the songs these guys do, the players, but they sure can't sing. Have a word with Ben about that. His buttons. Hi, JC. Thank you for joining me. Hope you are all well. It's a great morning here. I am in the UK and it's a lovely day. It's really warm. So I can imagine these players must be feeling the heat as well out here. Possibly could be what's going on in the crowd. It's been very warm here in the UK this week, having a bit of a heat wave. So we will wait for that spectator to get some medical attention. So I guess I'll run you through some other results we've had today. So Cam Norrie was up first on this court this morning. He beat Brandon Nakashima in straight sets. We also had Garbiñe Muguruza and Camilla Giorgi. Giorgi coming through that in straights. We've had Kirsten Flipkins and Victoria Tomova, with Tomova coming through there in 3 sets. We have underway at the moment Thiago Monteiro and Taylor Fritz on serve in the first set. All this is Eastbourne. We also have Dan Evans and Maxime Cressy underway on their second round match. We've got Bad Homburg also going on. So it's a WTA 250 over there. We had Sabine Lisicki coming through her match this morning in 3 sets and her comeback. Great to see her playing again. And Elise Cornet won her match against Tatiana Maria in straight sets. Got Brit Katie Swan up next over there in Bad Homburg. She's playing Bianca Andreescu, which should be a really good match there as well. Lots of Brits in action across these tournaments with Katie Swan, Katie Boulter, Jodie Burridge. Let's see, we have Cam Norrie, Dan Evans, Ryan Peniston. Doing very well at Eastbourne. We've also got the ATP 250 in Mallorca happening. We have 3 matches over there in their round of 16. So we've got Carreño Busta is down a set currently to Antoine Bellier. We have Marcos Giron and Mackenzie McDonald. McDonald took the first set there and they're on serve in the second. We also have Greek Sport and Molchan, a set apiece. All that is over in Mallorca. So I'll try to keep you up to date of all the results that are going on around the grounds. Next up on this court, we will have another Brit, Jodie Burridge, who took out Paola Badosa yesterday. She'll be playing Bia Haddad Maya, who's on an amazing grass court run. Won both Nottingham and Birmingham. And last up on this court, we do have the dream team that is Ons Jabeur and Serena Williams in their second doubles match. They won their doubles match yesterday in a great match against Sorribes Tormo and Bouzkova. Decided in the match tiebreak. I think it was 12-10 in the end, something like that. It was a really good match. Great pairing. And it's great to see Serena hitting the ball the way she was. Like, I was a bit, not concerned, but just wondering how Serena's form would be. We haven't seen her on a tennis court in over a year, but she looked very good. And with Ons Jabeur's touch at the net and then Serena's just power and the big serve as well, they just made a really, really good doubles team. So I'm really excited to watch that match again. Hopefully they can go far. And I'd love to see them pair together at Wimbledon as well. Serena, of course, confirming that she will be playing singles at Wimbledon. She's taken a wild card into the tournament there. Ons Jabeur, the 3rd seed, should be looking to do really well. We know Ons Jabeur does well on grass. Her first title actually came on the grass. She won Birmingham last year. So I believe the person in the crowd has received the medical treatment. Hope they're all right. Not entirely sure what that was there, but it looks like the players are coming back onto the court. So we will have Kvitova here serving at 30-15. Oh no, they're just warming up, hitting a few serves to each other. Yeah, John, saying Serena was a bit slow yesterday, but still very powerful. Yeah, of course, her movement wasn't the same. You know, she hasn't been on the court for so long, but I think that what struck me the most was that power. Like the big serve was still there, you know, the overheads. I think, the movement will come in time. I think she just needs more match plays and maybe get her fitness up. But I think it was positives. We can just take positives away from that. I was very pleasantly surprised by it. And I think, they were a really good doubles team. Now we just have to decide what we're going to call them. It'd be Williams or Jabarina. There was two that we came up with yesterday. Remembering the Serena and Murray doubles partnership from Wimbledon, that was either last year or the year before. That was a really good partnership. Andy Murray, of course, looking to make his return to Wimbledon this year. He did really well last year, actually. He came through some tough five-setters, eventually losing to Shapovalov. But Murray, the finalist in Stuttgart a few weeks ago, he's got an unfortunate injury there, an abdominal injury in the final. So he pulled out of Eastbourne, but should be back for Wimbledon. Dreamt a fan of Jabarina. So I think we are getting underway. Yeah. So we've got Petra KVITOVA here, just jumping up and down a bit at the back of the court, getting ready to serve again at 30-15. KVITOVA with the break. Was almost a double break, but saved by BOULTER. And QR saying very slow, not a little. Yeah. Of course, she's not going to be, her movement's not going to be what it was. Serena definitely needs to work on that fitness and the movement, I think. But like I said, I think it's positives to take from it. She did do really well. That fight that we know that she's got, the big serve. It's I think it's good signs for Serena, despite the movement, being a bit subpar. Well, quite subpar. For the Serena we know. But of course she hasn't been playing in over a year. Hopefully she'll be able to get a good run in at Wimbledon though. So it is 40-15 here for Petra KVITOVA. Dreamt saying, if you watched it yesterday, you can see her going deep at the US Open or even winning. Serena looking for that 24th slam to get the record. Well, to equal the record. Of course, I do believe that Serena does have the record. I won't mention the name of the person who does have the record because of her. But it's very widely known about her beliefs and her homophobic comments that she's made. And she won, being Australian, won a lot of the Australian Opens that back then a lot of the players didn't go and play. So in my eyes, and I think a lot of people's eyes, Serena still does have the record, but that there will still always be that question of 24, I think, for Serena. Hopefully she can get a good run in at Wimbledon and the US Open. I'm saying for Serena, fitness is a problem, not age. Yeah, well, we're seeing with these players on both the men's and women's side that, age is just a number. I mean, you got, Federer's not currently playing because he's injured, but, Federer's 40? The players are getting older and, being in their prime at an older age as well. And I agree. I don't think age is a problem for Serena. I just think it's the fact that she hasn't been on the court and training for a long, long time. So Katie BOULTER will be serving here in a moment to stay in this first set. She's down just a single break, but it is 5-2. We've got Taylor Fritz has a break point on the serve of Thiago Monteiro. Dan Evans is down a break to Maxime Cressy. All these at Eastbourne. Eastbourne is the double event. It's a WTA 500, but it's a 250 for the ATP side. So BOULTER now serving to stay in this first set at 2-5. It's a good first serve. It's a cross-court return from KVITOVA, and it's a long looping ball from BOULTER. Love 15. Kvitova 3 points away. Excellent point here from Alex. Yes, Serena can win a slam while pregnant, so why not Wimbledon? Yeah, I think that is such an underrated thing. Like Serena winning the Australian Open whilst pregnant is just ridiculous. So yeah, why not? You can't count Serena out. Yeah, it's going to be tough for her. She's Serena Williams. But it is a long ball here from Petra Kvitova. Petra Kvitova down on her knees there, Kerber style for that ball. It's a nice slice from BOULTER there. So 15 all. And it's a good first serve. The return from Kvitova is good. We then have a slice that looked like it was long from Kvitova, but it must have just bounced off the back of the line. And BOULTER then can't respond. It's a little wild there on the return, on the shot there from BOULTER. So it's 15-30. 2 points from the set now is Kvitova. Oh, it's a good serve down the tee from BOULTER, though, and it's 30 all. Crowd loving that one. Trying to get behind their home player. Also got Britt Harriet Dart in action against Jill Teichmann over on court 4. Set a piece there. So it's good serve, and the backhand return from Kvitova is good, but then, it's a looping ball from Kvitova, but it is in, and then she goes to the cross-court forehand, and it's a good one. It's a lovely angle again there from Petra Kvitova, and it is a break point, and it is a set point for Kvitova. The first set point of the match goes to Petra Kvitova, 30-40. It's a good first serve there, though, from BOULTER to save set point. We're at deuce. It's a great serve under pressure there. Still alive in this first set is BOULTER. And it's long there on the first serve. It'll be a second serve. Also got the Wimbledon qualies underway. Round 2 of both women and men's qualies there. Well, we have a slice down the middle of the court from BOULTER. Didn't do enough with it. And Petra Kvitova with the cross-court put away. And it is advantage Kvitova. It's a second set point here for the 14th seed. Yeah, that slice is smack bang down the middle of the court and exactly where Kvitova would want it. Oh, it's a good first serve again, though, from BOULTER. Really deep in the box. Saves the second set point back at deuce. She's serving well on these big points, is BOULTER. Here we go. Deuce, good first serve again. And the cross court this time is into the net from Kvitova. So it is now advantage BOULTER. Yeah, good point here from Jen. Even before that, Martina Navratilova was considered the WTA GOAT when she had 16 Grand Slams and not caught. Yeah, of course, like I think in everybody's mind, we know that Serena is the GOAT, but there will always be just that little question, I think. And I don't think there should be. I think it should be hands down Serena Williams has the most. But for some, I think there's always that little thing in the back of a mind of 24. So it's was that an ace from BOULTER? It's just been called out, so she will challenge it. It looked like an ace down the tee, but it was a late call from the line judge. So it is going to be challenged. Oh, it's in. Just about a millimeter in there. So will that be surely an ace? Yes, counted as an ace, so it will be advantage to BOULTER. So she saved a couple of set points, now has a game point of her own. Oh, it's another good serve down the tee. The return is in from Petra Kvitova, though. We then have a cross-court. Oh, Katie BOULTER comes into the net for a put away, and she holds serve. It's a good hold again there from Katie BOULTER. Saved a number of set points, but she comes through, served well under pressure. So it is 5-3.
She be doing it right, you can fault her. She be living a life. game, but you ain't caught her. That's right. It's Katie Porter. It's Katie Porter.
So Kvitova now serving for this first set at 5-3. But it's a double fault to open the game there from Kvitova. I think that's her first double fault. And it's 11-15. Yeah, first double fault for Kvitova. We've had 2 from BOULTER. I believe it was a double fault that gave the first break of serve in this match from BOULTER. And it's a good serve. It's a return is in, though, and we then have a backhand down the line, but through the middle of the court. Now, Kvitova with the backhand cross court. BOULTER goes to the big forehand, but it's into the net. It is 15-all. Alex didn't know BOULTER had a button. Yeah, I didn't know BOULTER had a button, to be honest. When I opened the stream this morning, I saw that button. It's the first time I've been seeing it as well. It's a good one, I think. So 15-all here. Kvitova serving for the set. That's a good serve down the tee. BOULTER manages to dig it out, though, and then we then forehand from Kvitova. Goes cross-court, backhand cross-court from BOULTER. Forehand cross-court from Kvitova is wide. It's 15-30. And like saying, you know, the men's king of clay in the 90s is Thomas Muster. Only won the French Open once, but won a whole bunch of other clay titles. Thomas Muster, I think, who was working with Dominic Thiem previously. I think. Dominic Thiem, of course, excellent on the clay. Coming up short to Rafa, though, in the Roland Garros final. 15-30 and a second serve here for Kvitova. It's a bit of pressure here serving out this set. Oh, it's another double fault from Kvitova. And it's 15-40. It's a break point for BOULTER. She went for that second serve as a swinging one out wide and just pushed it a bit too wide there. So she had chances to close out the set on BOULTER's serve, but now BOULTER has 2 break points of her own. Out of nowhere, really. Yeah, and it's a second serve here for Kvitova. 15-40, 2 break points. Oh, and the return. BOULTER goes to the big return on the second serve, but she dumps it into the net. 1 break point saved. It's 30-40. Joe, Megan, you need to offer your voice to the player songs. Don't know about that one. I could give it a go, but I don't know if you'd want to hear it. So it's a second break point here for BOULTER. Oh, it's a good serve down the tee, but the return is in from both of them. The forehand cross-court from Petra KVITOVA is too good. Saves the break point once again, and we are at deuce. Cab asking if we're planning to stream the Jabeur Serena doubles match today. As of now, I don't believe we do have someone covering it. I'm covering Draper Schwartzman, which I believe is the match before that one. So potentially I could try to cover it. I'll see if we can get somebody on it, but as of now, I don't think we do have a stream for that one. It's a really good return of serve here from BOULTER to carve out another break point. It's a third break point of this game, while Kvitova's trying to serve out this first set. And first serve is into the net there. Second serve on the break point. Can BOULTER take advantage of this here? It's a good second serve. The backhand return is good from BOULTER, and then a backhand from Kvitova. Kvitova goes with the forehand cross-court is good. It's looped up by BOULTER, just lands on the line. Kvitova deals with it well and then goes for a backhand. Forehand from BOULTER. The forehand from Kvitova is wide, and BOULTER gets the break, seemingly from nowhere. She saved 2 set points, and now BOULTER breaks. Well, Petra KVITOVA almost had a double break in this first set. That was saved by BOULTER. Then she had set points on BOULTER's serve. Those were saved. And then serving for the match, she's broken by Katie Boulter once again. So we're back on serve. It's 4-5. Good game there from Boulter.
She be doing it right, you can fault her. She be living her life and you can hard her. You'll be chasing the game, but you ain't caught her. That's right, it's Katie Boulter. It's Katie Boulter.
So MQ asking here what the controversy was with Margaret Court. So she's quite publicly made her opinions quite clear about same-sex couples really, and she, homophobia has been a big issue really, especially with the naming of the Margaret Court Arena in Australia. I think a lot of players, to be honest, players haven't really spoken up about it, but a lot of people feel like the arena should be renamed. Well, very nice comment here from MJ. My hair. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'll do it nice for you guys, of course. Oh, we've got Ben in. Let's go, Boulter. Lots of Brits in action today. Harriet Dart, I think, is in action right now, playing Jill Teichmann in their match that was carried over from yesterday. They're set a piece in the third set over there. On court 4, Dan Evans is also in action, but he is down 4-1 to Maxime Cressy. Cam Norrie did come through his match in straight sets this morning, though. This is the match before this one. But it's a double fault here to open this service game from Boulter, so it is love 15. Kvitova's had so many chances in this set, and Boulter's been good on the big point. She's managed to save a lot of break points and then set points as well. Goes for a big serve there, but it's long, so second serve. Yeah, you've seen the Brits have been on fire over the grass season. Yeah, grass is our specialty really as Brits, but we are having a very good season. I think Katie Swan is over playing in Bad Homburg as well. She's playing Andreescu, which should be a good match. They're on serve there. And Emma Raducanu, of course, her breakout tournament being Wimbledon last year, making the quarterfinals and then unfortunately having to retire in that match. And goes to the serve down the tee as Boulter, but it's a let. MJ, I'm the exact opposite on Zoom calls. My hair is in disarray and I'm wearing my Yankee tank tops. You should see me for my work. Well, you shouldn't see me for my work meetings. My work meetings, they're lucky if I am not wearing pajamas. But for you guys, make a bit of an effort. Oh, it's a great return of serve there from Petra KVITOVA. Lovely angle on the cross court, and it's 15-30. I was asking, set 1 Kvitova. So she had a chance. She had set points on Boulter's serve, didn't take them. Then served to the mat for the set herself, was broken. But 2 points from this first set is Kvitova now, and a second serve from Boulter as well. Kvitova will want to close the door on Boulter in this first set here. It's a let. The ball just crept over the net there from Boulter on the second serve. It looked like it was going to be a double fault, but it's a second serve once again. That's a good second serve. It's a good return from Kvitova on the backhand and then goes to the forehand. It's a forehand from Boulter. Another forehand from Kvitova. And, it looks like it was going to be long from Boulter, but it's actually long from Kvitova in the end. And it is 30-all. Yeah, it was a good forehand from Boulter there. I thought it was going to be caught long, but it was just on the line. And I think that caught Kvitova out a little bit and made her hit the ball long. So it's 30-all. Still 2 points away from the set, Kvitova. But Boulter on the good comeback here in this set. It was almost a double breakdown. First serve is in. It's a good cross-court return from Kvitova. Then the forehand from Boulter. Another good cross-court from Kvitova. Boulter with the backhand down the line. Kvitova digs the cross-court out, but it is just wide. It's 40-30. It is a game point. So things are getting a lot more interesting now here. Looked like this set was in the bag for Kvitova, but BOULTER here, a point away from 5-all. So BOULTER here to try and close this game out. It's a good first serve. Oh, and it's a slightly mishit return of serve from Kvitova into the net, and BOULTER does indeed get the game. It is 5 games all. Set points saved on her own serve, and Kvitova serving for the set. And this is the BOULTER we saw play Karina Pliskova the other day, who came through in 3 sets. Huge win for BOULTER, that one. Pliskova didn't play badly, but yeah, it was exactly this tenacity that we're seeing right now from BOULTER. Dreamt asking, if this goes long, do we think Kvitova will tire? It is possible. Kvitova not having the best season. I think she is struggling a little bit with form. It's a good first serve from Kvitova there, though, and then the big forehand to follow up, but it's too big, it's long, it's love 15. Eve saying BOULTER might come back and win the first set. Yeah, I think she could. She's got a bit of momentum now, has BOULTER. She'll be fancying a break here, I think. MQR. Let's go, Petra. We have some Petra fans. Who are you all hoping to win this one? Personally, well, I'm a huge Petra Kvitova fan, but I'm a Brit, so it's hard. I think I would just like to give the edge to Kvitova, personally. But it is nice to see the Brits doing well. Oh, it's a double fault from Kvitova, and all of a sudden, it's love 30, and BOULTER definitely with the momentum here. She's got Kvitova rattled. Yeah, the last 15 points, 10 have been won by BOULTER, 5 by Kvitova, but the last 5 points have been won by BOULTER. 5 points in a row. Good first serve from Kvitova there, though. Nothing you can do on the return from that for BOULTER. It's 15-30. That first serve is what is going to get her through this game, Kvitova. Had Camilla Giorgi beating Muguruza here in court 1 at Eastbourne. Another loss for Muguruza in her slightly strange season. Second serve, 15-30. And it's another double fault for Kvitova. That's a 4th double fault. I think it's not the 2nd or the 3rd of this game. Yeah, 4th double fault. And they've all come in the last 2 service games. So, BOULTER has won 1 of 3 breakpoints. Kvitova 1 of 8. Can BOULTER take this breakpoint here? 15-40. Good first serve, the backhand return from BOULTER. Then the forehand from Kvitova is long, and BOULTER breaks for 6-5. So Katie BOULTER, after this change of ends, will actually serve for the first set. Kvitova had so many chances. She had set points on the serve of BOULTER. She then served for the set as well, and now it's 6-5 BOULTER serving. Neil saying BOULTER, if she can stay injury-free for the rest of the season, should be pushing top 50 by the end of the year. Just had bad luck with injuries the last 3 years. Yeah, I always think BOULTER's a better player than her ranking suggests. But yeah, of course, those injuries. But, you know, we've seen her beat. I mean, Martinceva's a good player who she beat in the first round. And then Pliskova, huge win. And if she can get this win over Kvitova, this would be a great run of play for Katie BOULTER. Alex asking if I played on grass. I actually haven't. Grass is one surface that has eluded me. It's strange being a Brit, I suppose, but most of my experience have been on hard courts or just, you know, the sort of outdoor school courts that I have here. I don't even think class is a hard court. I don't even know what they are, but I haven't played on grass, and I would love to try to play on grass because I think it might suit my game, grass. JC saying what's happening to Kvitova. Not entirely sure. It's, well, the last game, double faults. four double faults in this set, all coming within the last two service games. So unforced errors. Yeah, Alex and Kvitova are feeling generous today. But yeah, the set looked to be in the bag for Petra, but now Katie Boulter will serve for it. So Boulter here. Second serve, though. Lexi, I hope you're feeling better very soon. Thanks for joining us on this stream. Thanks to all of you for joining us on the stream. Don't forget to whack the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. Give us a follow on all the socials. It's a great return of serve from Petra Kvitova to get the first point on the Boulter serve. Love 15. Todd saying Kvitova is one of my favorite players and she's been through a lot. Patterns of unforced errors over the year are tough to watch. Agree. Kvitova, I'd say, is one of my favorite players as well. But yeah, of course, with that stabbing that happened with the home invasion, and she was out of the game for a long time with that injury to her left hand. But yeah, she's been through a lot, and I love to watch her when she's on a tear, Kvitova. And she has got love 30 here on the serve of Boulter. Kvitova going to try and force a tiebreak here, perhaps. Two-time Wimbledon champion is Kvitova. Might be looking to make a run at Wimbledon this year. Oh, it's a nice forehand there from Kvitova. Boulter digs it out, and then Kvitova goes for the forehand slice, but it's long, and shake of her head there. Should have put that one in play. It's 15-30. Yeah. Comment here from Neil. As a Brit, played a lot of tennis growing up. I played a fair few times on grass. Problem is the courts, unless they're really high standard or expensive, have a lot of bad bounces. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna try and find a grass court. I've based in Manchester at the moment. I've not been here for long, just about 6 months or so. So I'm gonna try and see if I can find some good grass courts here. Joe, I hope you're feeling better very soon as well. Sad to see a few of you saying you're not very well, but I appreciate you guys just tuning in for the streams nevertheless. Hope you feel better very soon, both Joe and Lexi. Well, it's an ace there from Katie Boulter to get 30 all. She was down love 30 in this game, but there's now 2 points from the set. And we have a nice backhand here from Kvitova. Oh, the backhand into the net from Boulter. So we do have a break point for Kvitova to try and force this tiebreak. So Petra Kvitova here trying to stop the momentum of Katie Boulter. First serve into the net. We'll have a second serve to look at as well. Hi, John. Nice to have you here. Thanks for joining me on the stream. Thanks to all of you for joining me. Don't forget to whack the like button. So we have a forehand into the net here from Kvitova. And again, she's frustrated with herself for that one. Deuce. Quite a few tight matches Kvitova has played this year. And you feel this could be going the same way. Alex, we've got royalty in the chat. We have indeed. John Silk. It's a second serve here for Boulter, though. Trying to serve out this first set. Kvitova's had plenty of chances to take this first set, but it's now Boulter with the advantage. Oh, Kvitova goes to the backhand cross-court return, but it's just wide, and it is advantage Katie Boulter. It's a set point here now for Katie. Well, Kvitova's had a fair few set points of her own, but now this time Boulter has her first one. And just aborts the ball toss there, so she'll take another go at it. I think the sun's just in her eyes. First serve into the net. The crowd give a little groan there. They're feeling this as well. Obviously trying to get their home player over the line in this first set. Good second serve, and the backhand return is in from Kvitova. She then goes down the middle of the court. Oh, the forehand from Katie Boulter just clips the net, but it's in. Then goes for the cross-court forehand. Kvitova again digs it out. Another forehand from Boulter. Kvitova just playing defense at the back of the court here. Goes to the cross-court forehand. It is wide, and Katie Boulter steals the first set from Petra Kvitova. It did not look likely. Kvitova set points, served for the set, and just over an hour now, Katie Boulter has stolen this set from Petra Kvitova. It's a huge run of play there from Katie Boulter, 7-5.
She be doing it right, you can fault her. She be living her life and you can hard her. You'll be chasing the game, but you ain't caught her. That's right, it's Katie Boulter. It's Katie Boulter.
Well, Katie Boulter with the first set there, 7-5. She's looking to take out her third Czech in a row. She beat Martinsova in her first round, then took out Pliskova in the second round match in a really good 3-setter there, and is now a set up over Petra Kvitova for looking for her place in the quarterfinals. John saying, great to see Lisicki putting the bad into Bad Homburg today. Yeah, Lisicki, of course, coming back from that horrible injury and surgeries, trying to make a comeback, former Wimbledon finalist, and she did come through her match today, her round of 16 match in Bad Homburg against Great Minin. Katie Swan is playing Andreescu over there next up on that court in Bad Homburg. They are on serve in the first set. She's saying Harriet Dart just won over Teichmann. Yeah, their match was carried over from yesterday that was suspended due to darkness. They were a set apiece, but Dart has just taken it 6-3 in the third, so that's a really good win there for Dart. Brits again doing really well. Norrie coming through his match this morning against Brandon Nakashima in straight sets. Dan Evans is also on court, but he's managed to get it back on serve against Maxime Cressy. He was down 4-1 in that, but it's now 5-4 there. So Dan Evans trying to make a comeback. We've got a Jodie Burridge up next on this court, who got that really great win over Barossa yesterday. So Kvitova here is serving to get the second set underway, and it's a good first serve down the tee, and the return is out from Boulter. It's 15-love. Yeah, indeed. So Katie Boulter was 4-1 down and won 6 of the next 7 games. It is really impressive from Boulter. The same kind of grit that she showed in that win over Pliskova. Oh, it's into a little net play here from Kvitova, and the lob from Boulter is long. It's a little change up there from Petra Kvitova. 30-love. So Katie Boulter here took the first set, really stole the first set from Petra Kvitova 7-5. But Kvitova now 30-love trying to get us underway. Goes to the big serve down the tee, but it is wide. Yeah, we had McGruth losing another match that she lost the first set to Georgie, and then she was up a break in the second set, but lost it. And Georgie eventually coming through that in straight sets. 30-15 now. So we have a win probability 70% for Boulter, 30% for Kvitova on the live probability. I don't know how they really get these percentages, but oh, it's a good first serve from Petra Kvitova, a swinging serve, that lefty serve that she's got, and it's 40-15. So Kvitova will be trying to get a game on the board here. She's lost the past couple of games, so she needs to try and get just a little bit of a foothold back in this match. Boulter's got all the momentum. Oh, let on the second serve. It was almost a double fault, but just clipped the top of the net and bounced in. saying Georgie has a great chance to make the final here. She did make the semi-finals here last year. Yeah, when Georgie's playing well, she gets on a run. Yeah, I mean, she won her first Masters 1000 last year, which is a great run from her. And we know she can play on grass, so yeah, she's got a good chance. She played well against Muguruza today. Yeah, Ostapenko and Keys being the top seeds in the bottom half. They are playing later today. They will be on court 2. No, court 1 they'll be playing after Dan Evans and Maxime Cressy finish their match. No, apologies. After Dan Evans and Maxime Cressy, you'll have then Yannick Sinner playing Tommy Paul, and then after that will be Keys Ostapenko. Looking forward to seeing Yannick Sinner on the grass. I'm a big fan of Yannick Sinner. Yeah, I'd like to see him do well here. So we are at deuce now, Kvitova. It was 40-15 up, but now a bit of trouble on the serve. Boulter just digging in like she knows how to do. Oh, goes to the big backhand return, does Boulter, but it's into the net, so it is advantage Kvitova. I'm asking why was there no Ostapenko Tomljanovic stream yesterday? Yeah, we know the last time they met there was a lot of drama, and at the end as well with the handshake. But yesterday's match was fairly tame, to be honest. There was no drama to speak of. It was very civilized for an Ostapenko match. Oh, yes, here. So did you hear that Sinner is now being coached by Darren Cahill? Yeah, I saw something about that he'd been contacted by him and they were sort of maybe giving it a trial. So I think that could be a really interesting partnership. Yannick Sinner, of course, looking for a coach after splitting with Riccardo Piatti. We do have a break point here for Katie Boulter. Kvitova looked to be in control of this service game, but Boulter just coming back here. MJ asking, any more GTL streams today? Yeah, I'll be covering Jack Draper versus Diego Schwartzman, which will be not the next match on this court, but the match after that. Yeah, Neil saying Ostapenko won the grudge match with Tomljanovic. They did shake hands at the end, I think. It was all very civilized, unfortunately. Well, no drama like last time. We have a lovely backhand cross court here for Petra Kvitova to save the break point. We're back at deuce. Yeah, JC. So Georgie upset Muguruza. She took the first set 7-5. It was a pretty close first set. And then Muguruza was up a break in the second set. Ended up losing it and then going down a break to Georgie, who took it in straights. So Kvitova here at deuce, trying to close out this first service game. And the block return from Boulter, goes long. It is advantage Kvitova. Kvitova needs to get a game here on the board just to stop the rot a little bit. Boulter with a lot of games in a row there at the back end of that first set to take it 7-5. It's a nice lefty swinging serve from Kvitova, but the return is good from Boulter and it's into the net from Kvitova. So we're back at deuce. Katie Swan and Andreescu playing in Bad Homburg. Another Brit in action. Andreescu up a break on Swan there. Oh, and it's just long there from Katie Boulter, so it's advantage once again to Kvitova. Can she close this game out? Yeah, Drum saying even in the post-match interview, there was no drama. Ostapenko of late with her post-match interviews been very outspoken with her comments, especially in her match against Rebecca Marino in the tournament last week. She was very outspoken about her opponent's form. And Kvitova does get the game on the board. That was she took the scenic route in that game. She was 40-15 up, but she does get it on the board. It is one game to love, Petra Kvitova.
Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova.
So up next on this court will be another Brit, Jodie Burrage, against Bia Haddad-Maia. Two players in form. Burrage beating Barossa yesterday, but Haddad-Maia won both Birmingham and Nottingham in an 11-match winning streak on the grass. So that should be an interesting match as well. We have that Kyrgios handed a walkover to Roberto Bautista Agut. I didn't know that, actually, because I was just looking at the schedule. It's still on the schedule for now, but citing an abdominal injury there. So, yeah, I was wondering whether to cover that match this evening, but that won't be going ahead now then. RBA gets the walkover. MQR saying, yes, we won't have to watch Kyrgios again. So Boulter here serving her first service game of this second set, 15-love. It's a good serve. The return is good from Kvitova, but she follows it up with a wild cross-court forehand, and it's wide, 30-love. Although her dress is still fire, Ostapenko's kit has been the subject of a lot of talk the past couple outfits, a French Open outfit and what she was wearing this week as well. 30-15 here on the serve of Katie Boulter. Kvitova broke Boulter in her first service game of the match in that first set. We'll try and do the same again here. And it's a second serve for Boulter. That's a good second serve. It's a good return from Kvitova, though, on the backhand. And she gets great length on the follow-up. And Katie Boulter can't do anything with the shot. She pushes it long. 30-all. Kvitova trying to come back here. So much pace on the shot when Petra Kvitova hits that ball cleanly. Here, Boulter serving at 30-all. Little bit of a chance. Oh, it's a great return of serve from Petra Kvitova. Wow. It wasn't a bad serve at all, but it's a beautiful angle on the cross-court return from Kvitova, and she gets a break point. Katie Boulter reaches for it, but can't get anywhere near the ball. That was a brilliant return of serve. It's break point Kvitova here. And a second serve to look at as well. Can she capitalize on it? (30-40) Boulter Oh, it's a brave second serve down the tee. That was a huge second serve. And Petra Kvitova can't get a ball. Well, she gets it in, but it's nowhere near the court, and it is deuce. Saves the break point. Neil asking, what's the rule for how long a player can be off court for injury treatment? Yeah, that's a good point. I never know whether there is actually a time limit for that, because of course they can have the medical timeout on the court, which has the time limit. But when they go off court, I'm never sure if it is timed or not, because it never seems to be kind of standardized. I'm going to look into that for you. Oh, Katie Boulter here tries to take a ball out of the air with a drive volley, but she dumps it to the bottom of the net, and it is advantage Kvitova. She tried to take it out of the air, but probably should have let it bounce. And it's a second break point for Kvitova here. Kvitova trying to stop the run of play here from Boulter. And a second serve to look at as well. Breakpoint number 2 for Petra Kvitova here. Good second serve. It's a good return from Kvitova, though, and it's long from Katie Boulter. And Kvitova gets the break. Well, Petra Kvitova there stopped the run of play from Boulter and gets the early break once again, like she did in that first set. It's 2 games to love.
Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's yes, it's yes,
MJ here asking, what do I think of the on-court coaching? Yes, so the ATP announcing that for the second half of this season, they're going to trial on-court coaching. So at the US Open, for example, it's going to be in play. I don't feel strongly about it, one way or the other, but if I were to lean on to one side, I think I would be not a fan of it. Because I remember obviously when the WTA used to have the on-court coaching, and I think I prefer it now without it. So personally, I think I would rather not see it, but I think it could be interesting for tennis fans. If they do make it open for tennis fans to watch, it could be really interesting to see what kind of advice, coaches do give their players. But yeah, I think if I had to pick a side, I probably wouldn't be in favor of it. But let's see how it goes. Kvitova here at 30 love, trying to consolidate that break of serve. Yeah, love the picture of Petra holding the Wimbledon trophy. Two-time Wimbledon champion is Kvitova, so hopefully she can get a good run at this year's Wimbledon. 30 love here, second serve. Oh, good second serve, and it's out from BOULTER on the return, so 40 love. This is more like it from Petra Kvitova. So 40 love, try a point here for a game to love. Kvitova trying to get that momentum back on her side after BOULTER had taken it. Oh, it's an ace to seal the game for Petra Kvitova. Kvitova gets a game to love. And she does indeed consolidate that break of serve. So we have a question from Alex. Thoughts on women not allowed to change tops courtside even though they're wearing sports bras? Yeah, I remember the big controversy before, I think it was a few years ago now, when Alizé Cornet went to change her top on court and got an unsportsmanlike conduct warning for that. And there was big outrage about it. I personally think it's a ridiculous rule. I think, men are allowed to change their tops and they've got nothing on into theirs. Women are wearing sports bras. I think it should completely be allowed. I can remember watching that match live and thinking, what on earth has she just been given a warning for? Yeah, not a fan of that rule. Yeah, I remember Petra winning that first Wimbledon in 2011 as well. That was, when I first sort of really took note of Petra. I mean, back then, Wimbledon is the first tournament, I, as a kid, especially watching it, it was all we could really see. We didn't have Prime Video and all that. So Wimbledon was where I really started to fall in love with tennis. And that 2011 run with Petra, it was brilliant. Although I have to say, I'm not a huge Novak fan, so I'm going to try and forget that he won the men's that year as well. So Kvitova here, she does have a 3-love lead. She did have a 3-love lead in the first set as well, and squandered it. Katie BOULTER coming back really strongly to take that first set 7-5. So Spence saying Kvitova better not choke this time. Hopefully she'll get the second set in the bag. We'll see a good 3-setter. So we have Katie BOULTER here serving at love 3. And the ball toss just goes awry there for BOULTER. She'll have a go again. Good first serve. Return is in play from Kvitova and down the middle of the court from BOULTER. BOULTER then with the backhand into the net. It's love 15. Also, saying that Haddad Meyer did that in her match with the taking the top off the sports bra underneath. Did she get a warning for that? Haddad Meyer up next on this court, actually, playing Jodie Burrage. Haddad Meyer on an 11-match winning streak on grass. Well, it's love 30 on the serve of BOULTER now, so Kvitova has stolen the momentum back from BOULTER, and it's going the way the first set went. This is exactly how the first set played out. She had a break lead. She led by a break, 3-love, and then had points for the double break and didn't quite take the double break. So eventually being broken back all the way to 7-5 from BOULTER. So let's see if Kvitova can hold on to this lead. And it's a double fault there from Katie BOULTER to hand 3 break points to Petra Kvitova. And suddenly, it's all going Petra Kvitova's way. 3 break points here for a double break lead. Can Boulter do as she did in the first set and save this double break opportunity? Oh, but it's long from Boulter, and it is another break of serve for Petra Kvitova. So Petra Kvitova now serving at 4-love. Double break. She didn't quite get the double break in that first set, so she's done one better here. So let's see if she can hold on to it. The crowd, obviously, very pro-Boulter, being a British crowd, but I think they'll want to see more tennis. They'll want to see a third set. Yeah, so in the last 3 games, Kvitova's won 13 points compared to 3 of Boulter. Kvitova with a good first serve. It's a good return from Boulter, though. Kvitova digs it out, and then it's a forehand from Boulter, backhand from Kvitova, and it's a wild backhand from Boulter that goes wide. 15-love. This match has been all about the momentum swings. Kvitova had it first, then Boulter took it, and now Kvitova's on a little tear of her own. Let on the first serve. So we've got Serenko and Lynette just getting underway over on court 4 here at Eastbourne. We've also got Thiago Monteiro and Taylor Fritz. Taylor Fritz took the first set there. They're in the second set. And we have Dan Evans and Maxime Cressy in a first set tiebreak as well. Oh, it's into the net there from Kvitova on the backhand. So it's 15-all. Could it be bagel time? Possibly a stop at Eagers Bakery here. Boulter's going to have to dig this one out. She did it in the first set, but Kvitova did hand her a few. She came up with a few double faults in the last 2 service games to Kvitova and some unforced errors. So it's a second serve here for Kvitova. Speaking of Tsitsipas in the comments, he is just getting underway in his match over in Mallorca. He's playing Ilya Ivashka. They're on serve in the first set over there. Oh, it's a good shot there from Boulter, 15-30. Little fist pump from Boulter. She's going to want to try and get back in. Half a chance here at 15-30. Kvitova, though, 4-love up. Oh, it's a good first serve, and the return is long from Boulter. It is 30-all. That lefty serve can be a real weapon for Kvitova when she's on. So here we go. Kvitova at 30-all. Can she make it 5-love? Possibly a bagel. Will be a second serve. That's a good second serve. It's a good return from Boulter. Then the backhand cross court from Kvitova is good. And it's a shank from Boulter there. But Kvitova forced that error, really. It was a good shot from her, and it's now 40-30. Momentum firmly in the corner of Kvitova right now. A point here for 5-love. She digs the return of serve out, does Boulter, and then we go to the backhand from Kvitova. It's a lovely cross court there from Boulter, though. And Kvitova goes wide. It is deuce. Lexi asking, Petra was up 4-1. Yeah, she was. So she broke the first service game of Boulter and then got up to 4-1 and of course then lost that lead 7-5 in the end. So we know Boulter can come back. Boulter did similar thing against Karina Pliskova in a really good 3-setter there. It's a good first serve from Kvitova though. But the forehand is long on the +1 from Kvitova, and it is a break point here for Boulter. Advantage Katie Boulter. Try and get one of these breaks back. Here you go, break point. Oh, is that an ace? It's being challenged. Okay, the ball was called in, so it was a swinging lefty serve, and it was called in, but Boulter's challenging it here. We don't have the automatic line calling here in Eastbourne. Oh, it's just out by the tiniest of margins. That's less than a millimeter out. But it's a good challenge. It will be a second serve. So it's a break point and a second serve. It's a good second serve, though. The backhand is good from Boulter. Then we go on the middle of the court for Kvitova. She then goes to the forehand cross court. The backhand from Boulter is good. Cross court from Kvitova, and it's into the net from Boulter. Break point saved. We are at juice. Todd saying win or lose, a grass court match is usually on Petra's racket. Hard to argue with that. Kvitova, of course, winning Wimbledon twice. She's great on the grass when she's on, but she can, hand those errors over. John Silky with a comment about Cahill as Simone Halep's coach. Of course, Simone Halep with Patrick Mouratoglou now. Excellent run with Cahill, Wimbledon, French Open, Australian Open final. And nothing so far with Mouratoglou. I'm not a fan of the Mouratoglou-Halep partnership. I'm not a fan of Mouratoglou in general, really, if I'm allowed to give my opinion on that. But there's questions of who's going to open up on centre court Wimbledon this year. Of course, it usually goes to the winner of last year, but Ash Barty, the winner, is retired now. So it's wondering whether it should maybe go to, some people are saying Iga, but some people are saying Halep, because when Halep won Wimbledon, she didn't get to play the following year and get that moment to open the championships on centre court because she was injured. So I think I saw a tweet this morning from Cahill saying that Halep should be given that honour. So yeah, I think that would be a really nice touch there for Halep to open the championships on centre court. But Kvitova does indeed come through that game, save some break points, and it is 5 games to love. So she does consolidate that break of serve, that second break. Thank you all of you for saying that I'm allowed to give my opinions. That's what we're here for, right? We're here to talk about tennis and what we think. That's why I enjoy this so much. Get to listen to your opinions and see what you guys think. So thank you all for joining me on this stream. Don't forget to whack the like button if you haven't already, and give us a follow on all the socials, Twitter, Facebook. I do a lot of the tweets for Game to Love on Twitter. I also have my own Twitter page called First Serve Tennis, it's very similar tweets really to Game to Love. I give you all the news and updates and scores in tennis if you'd like to give me a follow on there as well. I'll be covering another match for you today here at Eastbourne. It'll be Jack Draper versus Diego Schwartzman, which will be not the next match on this court, but the match after that. You have Burridge and Hardadmire next on here. So we will have Katie Boulter here now serving to try and stay in this second set. She stole the first set from Kvitova 7-5, who was up 4-1. But it's now Kvitova at 5-love, and Boulter's going to try and avoid the bagel here. Dan Evans has lost the first set to Maxime Cressy over on court 1. Taylor Fritz just a game away from the win against Thiago Monteiro on court 2. So Boulter here serving to stay in this second set. And it will be a second serve. Oh, Petra goes for the huge forehand return, but pushes it wide. 15-love. Yeah, Sinner is back. Yannick Sinner will be back playing, so he will be on court 2. No, sorry, he'll be on court 1 after the Dan Evans and Maxime Cressy match. He's playing Tommy Paul as Yannick Sinner. Big fan of Sinner here myself. I'd like to see him play on the grass this year. That's a good return here from Petra Kvitova, and Boulter pushes it wide, 15-all. Yeah, Spence grass fits Kvitova's game so well. Of course, she's won Wimbledon twice for good reason. It's on her racket when she plays on the grass. I do kind of wish that the grass season was a little bit longer. I think it's my favourite time of year, really. And it'll be a second serve here for BOULTER. Wants to avoid the bagel. It's a good second serve, but it's an even better return from Petra KVITOVA. A huge cross-court forehand return there, and it's 15-30. That's a huge return. Not a bad second serve, but nothing BOULTER can do about that. 15-30. 2 points from the set, 2 points from the bagel. Oh, the first serve was just called out. She has a little look, does BOULTER, but won't challenge. Second serve, 15-30. It's a good serve, a good return from Kvitova, and then a backhand dig out from BOULTER. Kvitova here with the slice. BOULTER, oh, the nice cross court there from BOULTER on the forehand, and it's 30 all. Still 2 points from the set is Kvitova. Yeah, it's the return of serves here from Petra KVITOVA are really, really good. And they're putting BOULTER under pressure in these service games. She needs to get a good first serve, but that one is miles wide. So it will be a second serve at 30 all. Oh, and it's a double fall. I think the pressure of those returns from Kvitova just got to BOULTER there, and she hands a set point to Kvitova. It is 30-40, so it could indeed be a trip to Iga's Bakery. Will it be a bagel served up in this second set? 30-40 on the BOULTER serve. Set point, Petra KVITOVA. And a second serve to look at as well. This is a great chance here for Petra if she can get one of those big returns off. BOULTER with the second serve. It's a good second serve. It's a backhand return from KVITOVA. Goes long or at juice. Little shake of the head there from KVITOVA. She'd have liked to have got that one back in play, but it is at juice. Safe for now is BOULTER. Just over an hour and a half on the clock. And the umpire calls that serve long. It wasn't called by the line judge, but overruled by the umpire. No challenge, so it'll be a second serve. Oh, and it's a double fault again from BOULTER. Yeah, she's definitely feeling the pressure on serve here because of those returns from Kvitova. So it's advantage to Petra. Thanks for joining us this morning, Lexi. Well, this afternoon, I should say now. Yeah, everyone, thank you for joining me. I'll catch you again on the next stream soon, Lexi. Thank you. So, Petra KVITOVA does indeed serve up a bagel to Katie BOULTER. It is 6 games to love. And after that momentum shift in the first set, didn't quite see this one coming, but it is a bagel for Petra KVITOVA. 6-love.
Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova.
Yeah, JC, Petra is back. Yeah, 6-love there. That's I wasn't quite expecting that after the run of points that BOULTER was having in that first set, but it's Petra KVITOVA on grass. So 7-5 BOULTER in the first, 6-love KVITOVA in the second. We are going to a third and deciding set. To recap some results from the day, we had Cam Norrie winning this morning over Brandon Nakashima in straight sets. We also had Alex de Minaur defeating Lorenzo Sonego, again in straight sets. We've got Dan Evans down a set to Maxime Cressy, and we've had Taylor Fritz has just defeated Thiago Monteiro of Brazil there in straight sets as well. We had Camilla Giorgi upsetting Garbiñe Muguruza in straight sets this morning, 7-5, 6-3. We also had Harriet Dart coming through her match that was held over from yesterday against Jill Teichmann. Dart winning that in 3 sets is a great win there for Dart. We also had Sabine Lisicki, who's making her comeback to the tour after, terrible injuries and surgeries. So Lisicki, former Wimbledon finalist. I'm a big fan of Lisicki. I remember watching her growing up, and she's won her round of 16 match in Bad Homburg, the WTA 250 in 3 sets. And we have Britain's Katie Swan is currently playing Bianca Andreescu, but Andreescu took the first set there 6-4. So lots of tennis been going on. We've got Stefanos Tsitsipas in action over in Mallorca. He is up a break on Ilya Ivashka. We've had Nick Kyrgios withdrawing from Mallorca, citing an abdominal injury. He was supposed to play Roberto Bautista Agut in the night match there, but that's not going to go ahead. So the Medvedev-Karatsev will be the last match on the centre court over in Mallorca. Denis Shapovalov also just about to get underway there against Benjamin Bonzi. And Sebastian Baez, the young Argentinian talent, is playing his round of 60 match in Mallorca as well against Daniel Altmaier. So lots of tennis going on. Yeah, Todd saying Fritz could make a Wimbledon run. Yeah, Fritz, the Indian Wells champion this year, hasn't done a lot since that, but that's a good win for him over Montero. Montero beating Ugo Humbert yesterday. Humbert we know is a good grass player, but so that was a good win for Thiago. Yeah, Casey saying it's been lovely having a Serena match to look forward to every day. Yeah, Serena making her comeback yesterday in the doubles with Ons Jabeur. Really, really fun doubles pairing, those two. And they won their match against Sorribes Tormo and Boskova in a match tiebreak. Really exciting match. And they're playing again today. They're the last match up on centre court is Jaburina, I think we're calling them. Jaburina Williams, the new dream team in doubles. So Kvitova here to get this third and final set underway. She will serve. Petra KVITOVA, after the bagel in that set, comes up with a double fault, though, to begin this third set. Love 15. It was a close call, that second serve, but no challenge. Have the line judges here. No automatic line calling at Eastbourne. Yeah, Humbert's fallen off a cliff. Yeah, he was the champion in Halle last year and really hasn't done much since. I like watching Humbert. I think he's a fun little player, the Frenchman. But he will leave the top 100 now with his losses in the last couple of weeks. Oh, it's a lovely length there from Kvitova, but BOULTER gets it back, but it's too much on the next shot from Kvitova. BOULTER can't get away with the shot. It's 15-all. Saying what time is Jaburina? Yes, I like that this is kicking off. So they're the last match on court on centre. So we have Schwartzman and Draper. Sorry, I should know this. I'm covering it. Schwartzman and Draper are not before 3:30 p.m. And then following those two will be the Ons Jabeur Serena Williams match. Yeah, really good pairing, with Jabeur with her lovely touch around the net and then Serena with the power. It's a really interesting duo. Yeah, Jabeur, I've never seen Jabeur play doubles before, but it was a really fun watch. Serena, of course, a hugely accomplished doubles player. 30-15 here for Petra Kvitova. Yeah, I think the match will be a little bit later than originally planned because this one will have gone 3 sets. So there is another match on after this before the Draper-Schwartzman match. So Jodie Burrage and Haddon Meyer will be playing next after this one. So I think play might be a little bit delayed because this has gone to a 3-setter. 40-15 here. Kvitova with 2 points to get her first game on the board of this third set. Yeah, Jabeur is the drop shot dragon on the women's tour. So, yeah, you can think how good her drop shot will be if she gets experience on doubles. And drop shot is already insane. So, Jabeur at the net is great fun to watch. Oh, it's Burrage. Burrage? I'm thinking about Burrage in the next match now. BOULTER goes to the passing shot here, but Kvitova is at the net to cover it. And Petra Kvitova gets her 7th game in a row. 6-love and now 1-love. Petra Kvitova in control here.
Yes, it's her. Yes, it's her. Yes, it's her. Kvitova. Yes, it's her. Yes, it's her. Yes, it's her. Kvitova.
So Katie BOULTER took the first set 7-5. It really should have been Kvitova's set. Kvitova was up 4-1. She had set points on BOULTER's serve, and then she served the set herself as well. But BOULTER took it, and then Kvitova, it's been all Kvitova ever since. 6-love and now 1-love is 7 games on the bounce for Petra Kvitova. So BOULTER here now is going to want to stop that run and get a game on the board. Yeah, Todd, almost impossible to find any rhythm against Jabeur. MJ, thank you for joining us on the stream. It's nice to have you. I'll see you again on another stream later. Go Petra as well. Good serve there from BOULTER. Oh, but it's a shank from Katie BOULTER. It's 15-all. BOULTER really needs to get a game on the board here. 7 games in a row for Petra. 14th seed. Or let on the first serve. It was a good serve down the tee as well. So BOULTER here, 15-all. Needs to stop the run of games. Second serve here as well. First is into the net. Oh, it's a good second serve. As a return from Kvitova cross court is good, but then it's a lovely length on the down the line from BOULTER, 30-15. Yeah, beautiful forehand down the line. And a come on there from BOULTER as well. Oh, great first serve. Kvitova gets the return in play, but then BOULTER is at the net to put it away. 40-15. That was great there from BOULTER. The big first serve right in the corner of the box. Get Petra on the stretch. Crowd loving that as well. BOULTER being a home favourite. It's another good first serve from BOULTER, and the return is mishit by Kvitova, and it's just wide. So it is a game for BOULTER. BOULTER gets her first game after 7 in a row for Kvitova. It is 1 game apiece in this third set.
She be doing it right, you can fault her. She be living her life and you can hard her. You'll be chasing the game, but you ain't caught her. That's right, it's Katie BOULTER. It's Katie BOULTER.
So we now have Petra Kvitova serving at 1 game more. So she has stopped that run of 7 games in a row. It's all to play for in this third and deciding set. What way do you think this is going to go? Do you think Kvitova is going to run with this momentum, or is BOULTER coming back? So 15-love here for Kvitova. Yeah, Tsitsipas has just taken the first set over Ilya Vashka 6-4 in Mallorca. It's a nice forehand cross court there from Petra Kvitova, and then goes to the backhand. And was that in? I think it was. Yeah, that was a great length there from Kvitova. 30-love prediction here. Kvitova 6-4. Yeah, I think I would just edge Kvitova in this third set. Serve is just long for Kvitova, second serve. But BOULTER, of course, dug her way through a 3-set match against Karolina Pliskova the other day. So, You can't count BOULTER out. Oh, it's a lovely serve there, and another shank from BOULTER to give Petra KVITOVA 40 love. We're going to see a game to love. Hour and 50 on the clock. Petra KVITOVA here. 40 love. Oh, it's an ace for KVITOVA. That lovely lefty serve. It is indeed a game to love for Petra KVITOVA. So that first set was just 59 minutes. It was just under an hour, 7-5. And KVITOVA stormed to the second in just over half an hour, 6 love. Now on serve in this third and deciding set. Todd with the prediction, Petra 7-6. Think this third is going to a tiebreak. Oh, John Silk, thanks for the update. So Kohlschreiber, who earlier announced that Wimbledon would be his last tournament, he's just lost in the qualies in round 2 over in Wimbledon. So it is retirement for Philip Kohlschreiber. Of course, we've got the second round of qualies, both the men's and women's underway in Wimbledon. Lots of wild cards being handed to British players on both the men's and the women's side. And we've also had Serena, of course, taking the wild card for the women. You had the champion at the BOULTER Open, Tim van Rijthoven. He's been given a wild card into the main draw, as well as Stan Wawrinka. Yeah, Philip Kohlschreiber has a great career. I'm surprised he's still playing, to be honest. But yeah, that's unfortunate that he couldn't make the main draw for his last tournament. So we have Dan Evans also in action right now on court 1, but he is down a set and a break to Maxime Cressy. Cressy, who's also been having a bit of a strange season. He's had some great wins and then has just done nothing with it for the rest of the season. So it'd be a good win for Cressy if he can get that. Got Ostapenko Keys coming up as well at 3:30. That'll be on court 1 after Tommy Paul and Yannick Sinner. Ostapenko Keys should be a good match. Lots of drama in Ostapenko matches. So we got BOULTER here serving at 1-2. Oh, good return of serve there from KVITOVA, then down the middle of the court from BOULTER. And it's a great length again from KVITOVA, and it's out from BOULTER. Love 15. Good start here for KVITOVA. Try and get the first point on the serve of BOULTER. So far, predictions are thinking that KVITOVA is going to take this third set. Good first serve there from BOULTER. KVITOVA digs the return out, but BOULTER with the forehand, 15-all. Crowd loving that one. Trying to get behind their hometown player. BOULTER was good on serves in the first set, down, in the crucial points, break points especially. She managed to serve her way out of those. So I think the serve is going to be key for BOULTER here in this third set. And that was another good one there, 30-15 into the net from KVITOVA. Thanks everybody for joining me on this stream. Don't forget to whack the like button if you do enjoy the commentary, and give us a subscribe and a follow on all the socials as well. I'll be bringing you another match a little bit later, Draper versus Schwartzman. 30-15 here for BOULTER on serve in this third and deciding set. Oh, it's a big return from KVITOVA. A lovely backhand down the middle of the court. Didn't really give BOULTER much of an angle to work with it, and she goes into the net, so it's 30-all. KVITOVA might be eyeing a break here at 30-all to try and run away with this third set. Good first. Oh, thought it was going to be a very good first serve there, but it's just called out by the lines judge. Will be a second serve. Oh, it's a huge return from Petra KVITOVA. Blasts a backhand down the line there. It's 30-40. It's a break point for Petra. That was such a clean strike. The timing on that was brilliant. break point here. Good first serve. Kvitova just gets the return in after a bit of a miss hit, but BOULTER takes advantage of that miss hit, and Kvitova can't do anything about that. It is juice. Yeah, BOULTER's managed to save a lot of break points and set points as well. You know, she served her way out of a few holes in this match, so she could well be serving her way out of another one. It will be a second serve here, though. That one was long. Kvitova looking to get this first break in the third set. Good second serve. The return is good from Kvitova. Oh, it's a lovely forehand from BOULTER. It's smack bang into the corner of the court. Great width, great depth. Advantage BOULTER. Actually, saying, see a lot of players in the women's game use the deep return down the middle strategy. Yeah, exactly. That's what Kvitova had used there. Yeah, MQR Novak style returning. Second serve here, but it is advantage BOULTER. Closing in on 2 hours for this match. Oh, good return of serve from Kvitova, but it's back in from BOULTER. Slice there from BOULTER. Cross court from Kvitova. Oh, Kvitova goes for the forehand winner, but is into the net. Katie BOULTER gets another key hold in this set. She saves break points, and it is 2 games all. That's a good dig out there by Katie BOULTER.
She be doing it right, you can fault her. She be living her life and you can hard her. You'll be chasing the game, but you ain't caught her. That's right, it's Katie BOULTER. It's Katie BOULTER.
So Kvitova now here serving at 2 games apiece, third and deciding set. And it's a double fault to kick off the game for Kvitova. She's had quite a few in this match. 6 on both sides actually. 6 double faults apiece. Love 15. Yeah, it's not a great double fault to aces ratio for the two. 3 aces to 6 double faults for BOULTER, 2 aces to now 7 double faults for Kvitova, so that was a 7th. That was a good first serve, though, for Kvitova. Nothing BOULTER could do with that return. It's 15 all. Again, it's hard to see which way this is going to go. Kvitova with that 7 games in a row to take the second set and then open this third set. We have a second serve here. 15 all. And the second serve. Oh, it's a let. Quite lucky there. So Dan Evans and Cressy over on court 1. Cressy is 7-6 in the first set and 3-1 up in the second set. It's got Sorenko and Lynette playing over on court 4 here in Eastbourne. They're 5 games apiece in the first set. But it is 15-30 here on the serve of Kvitova. Little chance here for BOULTER to try and get first blood in this third set. That's a good first serve there from Kvitova. Sets up the 1-2 nicely. And it is 30 all. Lovely 1-2 punch there. Serve out wide and then with the cross court to finish it off. 30 all. Exactly what Kvitova needed there. Let on the first serve there for Kvitova. So 30 all, 2 games all. This third set is really tight. Oh, it's a great serve there from Kvitova. And the ball just stops on the frame of the racket of BOULTER. It's 40-30. Crowd seems to be quite pro BOULTER. I know Kvitova is one of the most beloved players on the WTA Tour, but BOULTER is a home favorite here. Oh, it's another great first serve, and again sets up the 1-2 nicely. Serve out wide and then creates the space in the court, and it is a game for Petra Kvitova. It is 3-2. That was really good serving in that last couple of points. It's really close in this third set. It's 3-2, but Petrova just gets the edge there now, 3-2.
Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova.
So 3-2 here for Petra Kvitova. First set was stolen by Katie Boulter 7-5. Then the bagel in the second set for Petra Kvitova. 3-2 now. This could go either way. We've just hit 2 hours on the match clock. I'll also be bringing you Draper versus Schwartzman a little bit later. We've got Burridge and Haddad-Meyer up next on this court. Haddad-Meyer, the winner of the double, the Nottingham-Birmingham double, on an 11-match winning streak on grass. But Burridge coming through a good match against Paula Badosa yesterday. Well, I suppose the match wasn't great, really, but the win was great because it was a very good win there for Jodie Burridge. Cam Norrie as well winning this morning. Dan Evans, though, looks like he's going to be out in the round of 16. He's down a set and a break. Ryan Peniston is still in the game. And we have Katie Swan is playing Bianca Andreescu over in Bad Homburg right now. There's a set and a breakdown, though. So we'll now have Boulter serving at 2-3. This set could go either way, this third set. Second serve for Boulter. First is into the net. Petra Kvitova has had a few really good return of serves here, so she'll want to take advantage of every second serve she can get. As she does with a good forehand there, but Boulter is back on the ball. Petra here with a backhand cross court. Boulter with a forehand. Petra with a nice forehand back to her. And we're now through the middle of the court here. Oh, and it's a miss hit there from Boulter. It's love 15. Love 15 here. First point to Kvitova. Question, will Burridge be the one to stop Haddad-Meyer's streak? If she plays like she did yesterday, she could well do it. Streak obviously is the best streak on grass since Serena Williams actually Haddad-Meyer. So she's, sort of low-key making her way through. She'll be seeded at Wimbledon, will the Brazilian. Yes, that handshake yesterday between Badosa and Burridge was very, very cold, very frosty. See if it gets in the head of Burridge a little bit, but I think she'll be doing well. We have a nice backhand down the line here from Kvitova, but I keep calling Boulter Burridge now. Boulter gets a good length of her own, and it's 50 in all. It's very confusing, all these British players. There's like 2 Katies, and then there's a lot of Bs, and yeah, it's hard to keep up. But this is Katie Boulter. A set apiece. 2-3, 15 all. Trying to take out a third Czech in a row after taking out Martinsova and then Pliskova. And it's a good, deep first serve there. And the return is long from Kvitova. It's 30-15. Don't forget to whack the like button if you are enjoying the stream, and to subscribe and give us a follow on all the socials. Went for the big serve there, but it'll be a second serve. Boulter here with the second serve down the tee, and the return is long from Kvitova. It's 40-15. It's a good game here from Boulter. It's really tight, this third set. Let on the first serve there, though. Stefanos Tsitsipas is currently a set and a break up in Mallorca over Ilya Ivashka. Shapovalov also a break up in his match against Bonzi. That's happening over in Mallorca, hometown of Rafa Nadal, of course, home country. Oh, and it's a missed volley out of the air there for BOULTER. She gives a little smile. The crowd is all with a groan. She just whacks it into the net there. Little wry smile, but it is 40-30. Still has a point for the game. So BOULTER still with a point here to take the game, to make it 3-all. Good first serve. Return is into the net from Kvitova. And she does get the hold. It is 3 games apiece. Still could go either way. Kvitova now going to be serving at 3 games all. This set nearly as long as the second set already. Kvitova stormed to a 6-love win in that, 6-love set there. After a lengthy first set. It was just about an hour. Yeah, who makes the final from the top half is so wide open. Yeah, it's as is a lot of the WTA draws recently it's very open. Yeah, the obvious answer would be Haddad Maya, but not sure about that considering she's played a lot. Yeah, exactly. Obviously, she's in great form winning the 2 titles, but it is a lot of tennis, and I think she's playing doubles as well. So it could have, end up catching up with her. Good serve here from Kvitova, though. It's 15-love. Again, still no kind of hint as to who's going to take this third set. No one's really managed to grab any momentum. Oh, it's a great forehand there from BOULTER. I thought it was wide, but it was called in, and then Kvitova's into the net there. 15-all. Oh, prediction here that a UK player will stop Haddad Maya. So it could be Burridge in this next round, the next match on this court. 15-all here for Kvitova. Second serve as well. We've just had Lisa Sorenko taking the first set against Magda Linette, 7-5 over on court 4. Sorenko with a really good win yesterday over Rybakina. Was down, lost the first set 6-1, and then came back to win the second 2. Oh, Kvitova's at the net here, but the lob from BOULTER is long, 30-15. Nice catch there from someone in the crowd. It's a bit of a let cord in the middle of the point there on one of BOULTER's shots, but Kvitova did well. $30-15 here. The umpire just asking the person in the crowd to give the ball back. It's a good first serve there from Kvitova, 40-15. Return is into the net from BOULTER. Yeah, Kvitova, when she gets those first serves in, very dangerous. She's also good at taking advantage of a second serve of her opponent as well. Oh, it's a good return of serve there from BOULTER. And, it looked to be long from Kvitova, but it's called in, and then BOULTER with the ball that's long of her own. So it is a game for Kvitova. So nobody seems to be too troubled on serve. At the moment, it is 4-3. Petra Kvitova with the slight advantage, but we are on serve 4-3. Yeah, over in Bad Homburg, Andreescu has just taken the win. So Bianca Andreescu was playing another Brit, another Katie Swan, where she's won 6-4, 6-4 there in that round of 16 match. Angelique Kerber will be up next on that court there. The Bad Homburg champion of last year is Kerber. Former Wimbledon champion. Would love to see Kerber do well at Wimbledon this year. Yeah, Bianca finding her game. She's had a few good matches, few tight matches in the past few weeks. But yeah, that's a good win there for Andreescu. It's a good fight from Katie Swan, actually, as well, to get 6-4, 6-4. We have Maxime Cressy's 4-3 up a break on Dan Evans in the second set. Took the first set on a tie break. Stefanos Tsitsipas also up a break in the second set. Took the first 6-4 against Ivashka. Altmaier has taken the first set against Sebastian Baez. This is in Mallorca. Shapovalov up a break in the first set against Bonzi. So much tennis going on. It's hard to keep up with everything. But we are here for Katie Boulter and Petra Kvitova. First meeting between the two. Boulter, who took out Karolina Pliskova in the previous round. Kvitova took out Donna Vekic. So no one's really taken the initiative in this third set. Tried to get a really good foothold in the other service game. So let's see how this goes. It's 3-4, Boulter serving. Good first serve, good return from Kvitova again. One of those great returner serves. Cross court with lovely angle, love 15. It's been a really good area for Kvitova in this match today. Returning really well. Love 15. First point on the serve of Boulter goes to Kvitova. Another good first serve, and this time the return is wide from Kvitova, 15-all. Boulter trying to get herself a bit fired up there. Bouncing around in the baseline. 15-all, Boulter with the first serve. Another good first serve. The return is long from Kvitova, 30-15. Again, nobody's really trying to take this on. Fairly straightforward service holds for them both in this set. Another good first serve with a great return from Kvitova, and we have a shank from Boulter. Yeah, the power on that return is just crazy from Kvitova. 30-all. Half chance here. Of course, if Kvitova breaks here, she will serve for the match. Boulter, 30-all. Just been asked to wait by the umpire. Prediction of 6-4 looking good. Yeah, it could be. If Kvitova breaks here. Oh, but the return is out there from Kvitova. It's a good serve, so it's 40-30. Boulter here, 40-30. Try and even the score up at 4 games apiece. Good first serve. Return is long, and we have a roar from Boulter of come on, and it is 4 games all.
She be doing it right, you can fault her. She be living her life and you can hard her. You'll be chasing the game, but you ain't caught her. That's right, it's Katie Boulter. It's Katie Boulter.
So Kvitova serving at 4 games apiece. Good first serve. The backhand return is in play from Boulter, but then it's a nice angle on the cross court from Kvitova. 15-love. She's finding some really good angles today. Lovely forehand. And a nice fist pump there from Kvitova. I haven't heard any trademark Kvitova roars yet in this match, though. Oh, the power from Kvitova in this rally. A couple of balls there deep into the court, and it's long there from Boulter. 30-love. Kvitova trying to roll through this service game pretty quickly. Harriet Dart and Marta Kostyuk are just about to get underway over on court 2. Another Brit. Marta Kostyuk, who took out Barbora Krejcikova in 3 sets in the previous round. Krejcikova coming back from injury. Double fault there from Kvitova. Oh, sorry, it's not a double fault. The first was a let. My bad. It is a second serve. I thought she'd gone for that serve then. Good second serve. Backhand return from Boulter. Then we're down the middle of the court. Nice backhander from Boulter. Good length there from Kvitova, who then gets the cross court away, and it's into the net from Boulter. 40 love. Good rally there. But Kvitova, 40 love, could be a game to love here to put her within just 1 game away from the match. 40 love Kvitova. Good service game, this. Oh, it's a great first serve. She comes into the net. Takes the little half volley, but it is pushed wide by Kvitova, so it won't be a game to love. 40-15. So Kvitova here trying to close this one out at 40-15. 2 hours, 16 minutes on the match clock. Oh, it's a great first serve there from Kvitova, and it return doesn't quite get over the net. Kvitova there with a strong service game, 40-15, and she's now just 1 game away from this match. It is 5-4 in this third and deciding set. So Katie Boulter will come out after this change of ends to serve to stay in the match. Kvitova with the lead, 5-4.
Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova.
So Katie Boulter will come out now under a bit of pressure, trying to stay in this match at down 4-5. Some Petra fans go Petra. Yeah, Todd, just 1 break away from an accurate prediction. Yeah, this is a tough match for Petra. It'll be a good one for her to get through if she can. Maxime Cressy is just a couple of points away from the match over Dan Evans. Have Kerber coming up against Bronzetti over in Bad Homburg. And Harriet Dart and Marta Kostyuk are just warming up over on court 2 here in Eastbourne. Lynette and Sorenko are in the second set. Sorenko took the first. Tsitsipas is setting a break up over Mallorca, over Ivashka. Shapovalov was up a break against Bonzi, but now back on serve. So Katie Boulter here now serving to stay in this match. 4-5. The crowd trying to get behind her. And first serve is wide. Petra KVITOVA there, just bouncing up and down. Trying to get herself ready for this service game. Second serve into the net for Boulter. She hands the first point over to Kvitova with a double fault. It's a 7th double fault there for Boulter. 8 for Kvitova. Not great numbers. And it'll be another second serve here for Boulter. First is into the net. Oh, and it's just another double fault. 2 double faults in a row from Boulter. She's feeling the pressure here. Love 30. 2 points from the win now is Kvitova. Crowd trying to get behind her. It'll be a disappointing end to this match. It's been a really good match, but 2 double faults in a row is not the way the Boulter would want this to start. She gets the first serve away there, though, and the return from Kvitova is out. Kvitova with a little look up to the sky. She's frustrated she didn't make that 15-30. Still 2 points from the win is Kvitova. Gets the first serve again. The return is good from Kvitova, though, and then with the backhand down the line. The backhand from BOULTER down the middle of the court, and Kvitova pushes the forehand long. It's 30 all. BOULTER getting back into this service game. $30 all here. Pressure's on BOULTER. 2 points away for Kvitova. Good first serve. Backhand return from Kvitova is good. We're now down the middle of the court. Forehand from Kvitova and the backhand from BOULTER. Kvitova with the forehand cross court down the line from BOULTER. Oh, BOULTER with an excellent length on the ball there and width as well. Very, very good from BOULTER there. 40-30. Had Kvitova going from side to side there, and eventually with the too good on the angle there and a big roar from BOULTER. She's a point from the game now. 40-30. Are we going to a deciding set tiebreak in this match? Good first serve again from BOULTER, and she gives the big roar from love 30 down. She holds the serve. It is 5 games all. That's a gutsy service hold there from Katie BOULTER.
She be doing it right, you can fault her. She be living her life and you can hard her. You'll be chasing the game, but you ain't caught her. That's right, it's Katie BOULTER. It's Katie BOULTER.
Yeah, spoke too soon. It looked like it was going to be a nice, easy win for Petra KVITOVA, but BOULTER had other ideas. So we've got Kvitova serving at 5 all here, and it's a lovely little cross court there from Kvitova at the net. 15 love. Yeah, so pressure's back on Petra now. Whoever takes this game will be a game away from the match. Kvitova serving at 5 games all, 15 love. Good first serve. The return is in from BOULTER, then the forehand down the middle of the court from Kvitova. And the backhand from BOULTER is good length, but it's the cross court is in from Kvitova. Then with the forehand cross court, but it's into the net from Kvitova. 15 all. BOULTER's not going away here. She's really putting the pressure on. It's been very tight this final set. Only 1 break point, actually, in this set. Win probability 66% for Kvitova to 34 pre-match. This could go either way now. First serve. Ah, yeah. So the scoreboard, thanks for pointing that out, the scoreboard seems to have frozen. It's done this a couple of times today. I'm not entirely sure why that's not updating. But it is 15 all, and there's a ball long there from BOULTER, and there's a roar from Kvitova. It's 30-15. I'll see if I can sort this scoreboard out. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with it. But yeah, so while that is frozen there, I will keep you up with the score. So it's 30-15 to Kvitova. And it's a good first serve there. The return is long from BOULTER, so it's 40-15. Kvitova would like a nice hold here to 15. Kvitova with the first serve. It's just long. It'll be a second serve. We're at 40-15. Apologies for the scoreboard being frozen. Second serve is good. It's a nice backhand return from BOULTER, though, but Kvitova with a lovely length there, and it is a game for Kvitova. That's a really good hold there for Kvitova, and it is 6 games to 5. I know the scoreboard says 5 all, but Kvitova has just held there. It's a really good hold of serve for the Czech, for the 14th seed, and she's guaranteed at least a tie-break here. It's 6 games to 5 at the change of ends.
Yes, it's her. Yes, it's her. Yes, it's Kvitova. Yes, it's yes, it's yes, it's Kvitova.
So we're at the business end of this match now. The scoreboard is frozen. Apologies for that. It's 6-5 Kvitova. Katie Boulter is now going to serve to hopefully take us into a tiebreak from her point of view, or Kvitova is going to try and break to take this match. So business end of the match here. So while we're at the change of ends, I'm going to try and refresh this scoreboard. So I'm going to just remove it for a second. So you get to look at my hideous face while I do this. So I'm just going to refresh the scoreboard and see if we can get this back up and live. Yeah, there's an issue here with the scoreboard. It's now not even showing Kvitova versus Boulter for some reason. Yeah, there seems to be a glitch with the scoreboard. Apologies for that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and get the WTA website up and get the score up that way, because we do have Katie Boulter serving to stay in the match. So I'm gonna just gonna try and share a different tab for you. Sorry about the hold up some signs of the scores on them. I feel like the match would be over by the time I got that done. So I'm just trying to get this scoreboard back up for you here. Okay, I'm going to share my WTA tab with you now. There, this will have to do, unfortunately. There we go. Katie Boulter, Petra KVITOVA. My stream is now a little bit ahead of this because the WTA website, generally the scores seem to be a little bit behind. It is 15 all. Sorry about that. I'm not sure what happened to the scoreboard there. Frozen, and then I tried to refresh it, and the match wasn't even there then. So taking you here to this scoreboard, well, on the WTA one here, it is 15-30 as Boulter dumps a shot into the net there. So Kvitova now 2 points away from the win. Yeah, Cressy also just won. He just defeated Dan Evans in straight sets, 7-6, 6-4. Thanks, Todd. Very resourceful. Yeah, I'll try my best. I've always got the WTA and the ATP scoreboards up on hand just in case. Yeah, thank you. Oh, and the serve there was just challenged and it's just out, so it will be a second serve for Katie Boulter, down 15-30 as well. Oh, it's a good return from Kvitova. Katie Boulter into the net, and now Kvitova finds herself with 2 match points. 15-40 again with the return of serve. Kvitova, she's been so strong in that area for the whole match, really. 2 hours 22 on the clock. Kvitova has 2 match points.
Match point.
And it's a let on the first serve of Boulter. Yet Tsitsipas has also just won his match against Ivashka 6-4, 6-4 in Mallorca. Good first serve, and Kvitova tries to dig the return out but can't get it away this time, 30-40. It is a second match point for Petra Kvitova, though.
Match point.
Match point number 2, 30-40. Good first serve. The return is good from Kvitova, though. And that is it. Game, set, her match, Petra Kvitova. It's kind of fitting, really, that she would win that on a return of serve. It was a really good return. That was a very, very good match for Katie Boulter. But it is Petra Kvitova who takes the third set, 7-5.
Yes, it's her. Yes, it's her. Yes, it's her. Kvitova. Yes, it's her. Yes, it's her. Yes, it's her. Kvitova.
That's a really good win there for Petra KVITOVA. She was pushed all the way. She had that first set stolen from her by BOULTER, stormed to the second set, and then there was nothing in it in that third. But KVITOVA does take it in 3-5, 7-6 love, 7-5. Apologies for the scoreboard. Yeah, exactly, Alex. Despite the technical difficulties, we got there. We did get there indeed. Petra KVITOVA is through to the quarterfinals, the former finalist in Eastbourne, of course. KVITOVA is through. So thank you, everybody, once again, for joining me on this stream. It's always great having you to chat with, and I will hopefully see you again on the next stream. Petra KVITOVA wins in 3 sets. I'll see you again soon.